All right, everyone is in.
Thank you. Welcome. So I'm going to call this Livingston City Commission special meeting on April 22nd, 2022 to order. Roll call, please.
Chair Nunes.
Here.
Vice Chair Kale.
Here.
Commissioner Freeman is absent. Commissioner Schwartz.
Present.
Commissioner Lyons. I didn't hear you, Tori.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. So first up, we're just going to have our standard general public comment. These are for items that are not on the agenda. So individuals are reminded that public comments should be limited to items over which the City Commission has supervision, control, jurisdiction, or advisory power. So if there's anybody here to give general public comment, please raise your hand or put your name in the chat. Hi, Larry, please just state your name and address for the record, and then you're welcome to give your comment. Thanks. And you're on mute, Larry.
And that's part of my comment. Like a lot of people, would sure like to see you guys doing the public business in front of the public. Any idea when that's going to start happening? And if there's not an answer coming back to that, just record me as one that thinks it's really time for everybody to start doing business in a normal fashion, face to face again. And are we going to have an opportunity for public comment after we learn what exactly the rationale is, the reasoning for hiring outside counsel on the taxpayer's dime? I don't see public comment shown on the agenda after you talk about this retention agreement that's coming up.
So typically the public comment period is not a dialogue between the commission and the public. So I will take your public comment, and the rest of the commission has heard it as well about both meeting back in person and your interest in the contract. Today, we're just talking about the contract because that's what's on the agenda. So that's all that we can talk about as a commission because it's all that's noticed.
Okay, do we get an opportunity for public comment once we learn why this is happening at all?
There's always a chance for public comment on any item that's on the agenda. And there's always a chance for public comment at every meeting for items that are not on the agenda.
Do we get a chance at public comment after we learn why this is even happening?
This is your public comment, Larry. So if you have anything else to say, let me know.
I do that.
Okay.
In my experience with public servants, when they go outside hiring high-priced talent or hired guns and go quite a ways away from where your local counsel is at, or where so many other firms are located so much closer, it's one of two things. Either you guys have done something that you're fearful will be found out and you're trying to preemptively get ahead of it and build yourself a defensive wall, or you're out for a scalp and you don't have the evidence to handle a direct, straight up for cause dismissal. You're looking for somebody to come in and help you trump up and thicken the file to build a case. So if we don't get a chance to comment once you've explained why you've done this, I guess put me down as suspicious. And that's at the moment all I have to say, since I don't know why you're doing this at all at the moment.
Thanks, Larry. Is there anybody else here that wants to give general public comment? All right, I don't see any other hands up or any names in the chat. So the public comment portion of the general public comment portion of the agenda is closed. And we just have one item on the agenda today, commissioners. We have one action item. Discuss, approve, deny, review, and approve the attached retention agreement with UGRIN Alexander ZADICK PC. So commissioners, you've had a chance to review the contract because it's in the packet. And I wanted to see if any of you have clarifying questions. All right, so no clarifying questions from the commission. We'll move to a motion. So do I have a motion on action item A?
Chair Newt.
Yep.
I will make a motion to approve action item A.
Is there a second? I'll second the motion. So motion by Kale, second by Newts. And now we will open it to public comment about the contract. So if there's any public here that wants to comment on this contract, please raise your hand, or you can put your name in the chat. I am. Oh, there's a hand. Hi, Larry.
Well, I guess with
Can you
no
please
other,
state your name and address for the record,
Larry
Larry?
Stevenson, still at 26 Sapphire Flat Trail. If there's no other public comment, that would suggest the public didn't really know much about this happening. Did you guys actually cover your bases on public notice?
So I would ask you to keep your comments about the contract. And yes, I can confirm that the city staff did notice this meeting.
Okay,
Do you have any other comments, Larry?
as long as the first ones are in there, nope.
Any other public comment? Yes, Craig, can you please state your name and your address for the record?
Craig Hayden, 805 Gibson Circle, Livingston. My only public comment would just be why exactly we're hiring outside legal counsel. I hear the first, I hear the second motion and all that, but I have yet to hear any detail as to the purpose or premise of hiring.
Did you have any other comment?
Just that one.
So this is the only item on the agenda is the contract itself. So that's all the commission can discuss because that's the only thing that's been noticed. And we're only allowed to discuss by law what's on the agenda.
Yep,
Any other
totally.
public? I'm sorry, did you?
I was
did you
just
have more
gonna
public
say,
comment?
I completely understand. I guess I'm asking questions about the agenda item, which is the legal retention of the lawyer. And just the basis of, is that not allowed for comment or question?
It's just about the contract. That's all that we can discuss.
This is the contract, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there any other public comment before I close public comment? Okay, I am going to call on, so everybody gets one chance for comment. That's just the standard. I am going to call on the counsel that is here today on behalf of the contract, and she can respond to some of the questions. Ms. Crosby, are you able to come off mute?
Yes, can you hear me? So I just wanted to address your, Madam Chair, just a little bit of brief background. I think there's been questions as to who I am and why I would be here. And I would just say my background is in municipal defense law. I represent cities, towns, counties all over the state of Montana. So I'm very specialized in that. And at times, statute allows city commissions, when they have questions that they would like to ask legal counsel, to retain their own separate legal counsel. City forms of government have this really unique representation model where you have a city attorney who does a wonderful job of representing the city's interests, but also has different roles that they serve and can't always assist and answer legal questions. And so that is what statutory, the reference in the contract relates to. I just wanted to point that out in case there were questions as to what that statute, which is cited in the contract, relates to special counsel.
Thank you. All of you in town probably heard the train. I needed to shut a window so that I could hear. You probably heard the train at your house too. Thank you for coming on and sharing that background information. Okay, so public comment is closed. And now we will move to commission deliberation. Commissioners, does anyone want to say anything? This is your opportunity to speak before we vote. Don't see acknowledgement from the three of you that any of you have anything to say. So I will thank you again, Ms. Crosby, for being here and for the straightforward contract for the agenda. And I'll call for a roll call vote, please.
Chair News,
For,
Vice Chair Kale,
Or,
Commissioner Schwartz,
Against.
Commissioner Lyons.
For.
motion passes. So now we are going to move on to, we're just gonna move through our agenda. City manager comments. Mr. Cardus, do you have any comments today?
I have nothing additional for today.
Thank you. And city commissioners will go through and you can each have a chance. Commissioner Lyons.
No, I don't have anything to add.
Okay. Commissioner Schwartz,
No, I'm good. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Vice Chair Kill.
no comments for today. Thank you.
Okay. And I want to thank you all for being here on a Friday morning. I hope you all have a great weekend and we'll see you at the next meeting. I need actually a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Short, second by Kale. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed. This Livingston City Commission meeting is adjourned at 8:20 a.m. Bye.